Hey, what's up guys? It's Anthony and today I'm going to teach you how to go from 0 to 100 followers on Twitter if you are completely brand new with no networks, no connections, no nothing, alright? So let's get started. Now before I delve right into this, I want to say why you should consider doing Twitter instead of Instagram, instead of, for Facebook and YouTube. What I notice is that when you are completely brand new, no one knows anything about you. The thing about Twitter is, I haven't started using it until last year, and it's pretty nice because it works for every single niche. For Instagram, it's more for, photos and, more for artistic and creatives. And for YouTube and Facebook, what happens is, even though I post content, regularly, I only get maybe like a couple page likes per week. And with YouTube, starting completely from scratch, with no video experience, I get maybe 10 to 20 views per video, maybe even less. But with Twitter, what I noticed is that when you put in the effort, that I can get up to 10 followers a day. Now that doesn't seem like a lot, but if you compare it to what I'm getting from YouTube and Facebook, it's a lot better. And over the course of a month, I would be able to get 300 followers, whereas for Facebook and YouTube, maybe I'll get 100 views, maybe one subscriber. With Facebook, maybe, I don't know, maybe 5 page likes. That's why I consider you should try Twitter if you're trying to build out a personal brand like me. Okay, so let's start out. The first thing that you want to do is on Twitter, you want to make sure that you're posting and just dumping out content and value every single day. So that means you want to keep posting and tweeting content consistently and regularly. I'm talking about, in general, 10 is pretty good, but if you can, you want to try to go for 40, for 50, 60, and not just all at once, but over the time of the day. Because what happens is, I notice that when you're tweeting out value, what happens is people search up, copywriting, and if you give a copywriting tip, maybe they'll be able to see your post and maybe they'll like it and they'll check out your profile and they'll be like, okay, this seems like he has a lot of value to give out. Maybe I'll follow his tweets, and you get 1 follower. But the reason why you don't want to post it all at once is because, one, you don't want to look spammy. You don't want to be that guy that just spams out 40 pieces of content all at once, fills up their newsfeed, maybe gets a little annoyed. You want to be the type of guy where, when they check out Twitter, you want to be there, but you want to have 1 or 2 tweets. And when they keep seeing you consistently, they'll be like, okay, this guy, he's consistently pumping out value to me. And what happens is, after a while, they're going to start recognizing you, and then maybe they'll just start joining and following you. And that's why it's important to put out as much content as possible, because it increases your chances of people finding your content when they search on Twitter and checking your profile out, and hopefully you'll be able to get a follower like that. A good way to do this is, what you do is you go to use the auto schedule feature. I never knew about this on Twitter until last week, but what you can do is you could sign up for ads.twitter.com and just put in your credit card, and it unlocks this feature where you could schedule tweets. And it's really powerful because, it takes a lot of energy, just checking your phone, every hour and, sending out 5 tweets, 10 tweets here. It makes it a lot easier if you could just schedule, 20 tweets for the day. But then throughout the day, along with your scheduled tweets, you're pumping out, legit tweets, present time. And this powerful combination shows that, 1, it doesn't show that you're a robot, okay? And 2, it just makes your life so much easier when you don't have to consistently think about tweeting about the next topic, whatever's in your head, because let's say you forget one day, you'll have 10 tweets to show that you're up to date with your profile. And another thing is, the type of content you should put out is, I say you should do about 80 to 20%, 80% value giving to your community. So maybe for me, it would be marketing tips, copywriting tips, things on compassion, forgiveness, self-development, those types of things. People that I can enrich their lives with whatever I'm saying. The second type of content is putting whatever you have, whatever you're thinking right now. So whether it be just like a bad joke, whether it be some sort of, sentimental reflection, whether it be some, marketing pun, it's whatever. What you want to do is you want to be the type of person who gives out value to your community while also seeming like a regular person. Because what happens is I notice that there's a lot of businesses that they'll just keep pumping out value and value and value, but they just keep, it doesn't seem like a human. It just seems like a robot who just, the only thing they'll be talking about is just copywriting. There's no reflection of what they're actually thinking. And when I saw that, I could see that the person I was checking out didn't have much followers. And I was like, okay, this is, you know, I could see why. It sounds like a robot. It sounds like someone who just put on auto schedule for like 100 tweets on just copywriting tips and just didn't, you know, feel like human. That's why it's important to make sure that one, you're giving out value, and two, you sound like a real person. So the second tip is commenting and providing value to other tweets. So the first value is pumping out tweets on your own, you know, Twitter feed. The second one is to keep commenting on people with value of some sort on whatever niche you're in. So let's say, for example, I'm in the self-development niche, okay? And you see this post about, you know, how they're reflecting about how it's always good to improve your life. Now, what you want to do is you can retweet it so you get more content on your feed. You can add a comment. A good way is to add comments that provide value to the actual, because what happens is when you do that, one, they'll be more likely to be like, oh wow, this dude is actually engaging my post, you know, it's great. My Twitter feed is going to be much more likely to show up. And two, when you provide something of value, be okay, this guy is not a joke, okay? He's got something value. Maybe let me check him out. Let me see what he's got. And maybe they'll check out your profile. Maybe you get a follower, maybe you don't. But it's always good to provide value because you'll be seen as the type of guy who provides value rather than just taking and just trying to get followers and scrunching up numbers here and there. So that's what you do. You go on, you know, you search up self-development, and what you'll notice is that over time, you'll be able to pick up words like, okay, yeah, I didn't think about personal improvement. Let me search that up. And you're gonna get a new set of Twitters or tweets that is just, okay, let me comment on more. And then you'll be like, oh, wow, I didn't know about limiting beliefs. Let me search that up. Let me see what comes up. And you'll notice that you have a lot more ideas, a lot more ways to search up to find more comments so that you don't keep reusing the same search, but it just keeps flowing ideas out. And then you can write about more content, provide more value, you know, share other tweets, retweet here and there. And one amazing thing is those people, you know, most likely 8 out of 10 times they'll appreciate what you did. You know, they'll give you a like, they'll respond back. But those 2 out of 10 people, they're gonna actually do the same thing. You know, they're gonna comment, they're gonna like your comment, and you're most likely gonna get a follower. And that's what's really important. You just want to keep doing that. And if you follow these 2 steps, I guarantee you will be able to reach 100 followers in whatever, however much work you put in. And the third tip, the final tip that I want to do is you want to optimize your bio, okay? See, the first 2 sentences is what's seen for everybody. So what a lot of people do is they could put, you know, their self-development guru, you know, maybe they'll write a sentence about how you could help their business. Maybe they'll send a link to the website in the actual, you know, the self-description. And what you want to do is you want to optimize this. You want to create some sort of way so that people who search up, you know, self-development, they'll be able to find you. Or if they search up marketing, they'll be able to find you. And then the next important thing is you got to fix up your banner. You got to make sure your profile picture looks like an actual person. And the last important thing for your bio is having some sort of pinned tweet that shows that you know what you're talking about. You can provide value. Maybe you'll talk about why you should follow them. Or maybe if you're updating content regularly, you don't need a pinned tweet. You know, it just shows that you're pumping out 10 pieces of content every day. And that actually surprises people because that's a lot of effort, right? So that's the 3 things you need to focus on to get to 100 followers on Twitter. You gotta, 1, make sure you pump out good content. 2, comment on other people's content and provide value. And 3, optimize your bio. All right? That's all for today. If you enjoyed this type of comments, you know, I appreciate a like on this video. All right, see ya later. Peace out.